But you can't stick to the brand, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Right from the city.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll go on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey. Right to the 3. Gun. Hey, get right down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great. Great. Do something.
Here's Newton now on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, get right down. Get right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there. Quick edge. Go, go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Right to the 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. 13, 13, 11, 11, 11, 6, 6. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
21, 21. Go ahead, go ahead.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now McCoy. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
On second down, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
Here we go.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. A give. This is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Under 10. Over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3rd and 2, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Express! Hey! Hey!
On 3rd and 2, Newton, he's going to launch this thing, and this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check 50. 56 to Mike. Greg. Let's rock now. Hey, get right there.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Newton. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now it's Newton. And it's caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toss play, Kamara, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Parsons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Here we go, fellas. Right there.
Again, it's Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap for Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Gano's kick is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
48,
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jim. Check. Gun. Green. Switch it.
They run it again with Kamara. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Back, back, back.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, hey.
Here we go with Kamara. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Now Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Hey, hey.
Newton's going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 36 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. To throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, on both